fall-through cutting models, such as the Portrait and Cameo, have a cutting strip. This strip is designed to prevent damage to the blade or the actual machine when cutting materials that bypass the cutting mat, such as vinyl, for example. If you cut too deeply with a material that bypasses the cutting mat, you can potentially cut past the material and into the cutting strip. The cutting depth is controlled by two things: the blade setting, which is how much of the blade is exposed, and the force setting found in the software, which controls how hard the blade is being pushed down. Always make sure that the cutting depth is such that it is cutting through the material properly, but not so deeply that it continues through the material and into the cutting strip. If such is experienced, you will need to check and adjust your blade and force settings to the lowest possible settings where your material is still cut through properly, but not cutting into the strip. Indentations on this strip are normal and will be experienced even if you do not cut all the way through into the strip. The cutting strip will be naturally indented with cutting passes performed. Fraying and deep gouges your fingernail can fit into, however, indicates a problem. To replace the cutting strip, disconnect the power cable and the USB cable from the machine. Open the cover and remove the blade or tool from the carriage. Move the carriage all the way over to the right-hand side of the machine. Peel off the clear plastic layer from the current cutting strip on your machine and remove the entire yellow adhesive layer. Use rubbing alcohol or other adhesive remover that is placed on the tip of a cotton swab or paper towel to wipe off any residual adhesive or debris from the cutting strip area. Take the new cutting strip and peel back approximately half of the release liner. Fold this over to the other half of the release liner. Before we apply this new cutting strip, keep in mind that while adhering, you'll need to make sure that the strip lays completely flat and straight so that it fits entirely within the groove. If the cutting strip is uneven or curved, this can cause incomplete cutting results or other malfunctions. Mistakes that need to be fixed by pulling it back up and reapplying it can cause bumps to appear in the cutting strip. Once you're ready, adhere the cutting strip starting from the left side of the machine with the adhesive side down along the front edge of the groove. Make sure to leave a small gap between the cutting strip and the left edge of the groove. Next, pass the right end of the cutting strip underneath the carriage and then move the carriage to the left-hand side of the machine. Take care that the cutting strip and release liner do not get caught up in the carriage. Finally, peel off the remaining release liner and then adhere the rest of the cutting strip in the groove. Ensure that the cutting strip is applied so that it continues to lay completely flat and straight. Be sure to check out our other support series videos.